Let us start by presenting how multi-entity management fits into two users' daily work with different tasks. The purpose is to show the automated synchronization between templates in multiple operative entities of the company. Our first user in this demo is the Master Data Manager, working in T1 template. This company centrally manages most master data and provides it to one or more operative companies, also known as dependent companies. Our second user is a bookkeeper working in one of the dependent companies, Operative Sales A. This company is referred to as dependent because it receives some of its master data from the template company, in this case, the company T1 template. Let us show how multi-entity management supports our bookkeeper in his daily work with an example of a typical task, processing a purchase invoice. Our bookkeeper in Operative Sales A has received an invoice from the vendor Henry Car Leasing. He wants to register this purchase invoice. He searches for the vendor by entering Henry in the search field. Our bookkeeper finds that the vendor does not exist in the system. Using the Master Data menu, he switches to the vendor list in T1 template, our template company, and finds the required vendor. Just as easy, the bookkeeper can now transfer the newly created vendor into the vendor list in the operative company, Operative Sales A. This function makes it easy to perform tasks for users working in operative companies, since it cannot create new master data in a dependent company. We continue the example of a new vendor by presenting another helpful page, the Data Origin Matrix. This page provides much information about every record any user might need in their daily work. For instance, fields written in bold means that users can modify the field. In contrast, fields written in normal implies that users cannot modify it. The configuration of the template or sub-template level determines which fields can or cannot be modified by a dependent company. Going back to the vendor list, the vendor Henry Car Leasing is now available to the dependent company. After transferring the new vendor, our bookkeeper can continue creating the purchase invoice. But we will skip this here, as it is standard procedure.